exactly 6 o'clock. We'll just wait 1 or 2 more minutes for everyone to join, or if they're waiting to be let in. As we did last week, if you could all just make sure your mics are on mute, and also make sure you've got a piece of paper and some a pen or a pencil just to make some notes or to write things down as we go along. Okay, thank you. Hopefully everybody can see the screen. The PowerPoint should be coming. You should be able to see the PowerPoint, inshallah. Right, okay, I think we'll get started now. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I hope you're all well and that you had a good week this week, inshallah. I set you a couple of tasks last week, so it would be really good to know if you managed to complete those. This week, the admin staff have been working on a program that we're going to be, either your parents will know about it already or they'll get information soon regarding that so that we can start to share the work. So I will be able to see, inshallah, what you have been doing at home. So we'll give you some more details about that after the class, inshallah. Okay, well done everyone for coming back today and being online on time. So let's get started, inshallah. It's good to see some of you saying that you've started your work. Excellent, that's really good to hear. Well done. Okay, so let's go over, as we did last week, our classroom rules. So being punctual and prepared. So mashallah, all of you were punctual today. You're all here on time, so that's great. And also if you also, hopefully you're all prepared with some paper and some pencil, but if not, don't worry, you can go and get some, okay, in a minute. All right, excellent. Listen carefully and follow the instructions, please, today. We'll be doing some activities, there'll be some information, so make sure you're following along with us, inshallah. Like we said before, make sure your mic is on mute, please. If you have any questions or you want to answer the questions that I am asking, please use the chat box. Mine is on the right-hand side, but I think it could be somewhere on your screen. If you're not sure about it, you can ask your parents if someone's there to help you. And in there, you can write your answer or a question if you have it. But please let's make sure it's just specific to what we're talking about, nothing else in the chat box, please. Okay, well done. Make sure you complete the activities. So when I ask you to do something, please do that activity while you're here today. You might as well make the most of your time today that you're here with us. So make sure you do the activities and no writing or drawing on the screen. So hopefully we won't have that today. Thank you very much. So let's get started, okay? As we did last week, I would like to start with the dua. And hopefully you remember it from last week, or you may have learnt it. So the dua that we have to say before we begin is Rabbi Zidni Ilma. So if you can all repeat that or say it with me, Rabbi Zidni Ilma. And what does that mean? Hopefully you remember. It means, my Lord, increase me in knowledge. And that's very, very important. All of us, you're all here today to increase your knowledge. Hopefully you'll learn something new or you'll revise things that you used to know and you now remember, inshallah. So we're all here to increase our knowledge, okay? Excellent. Right, and our lesson, as it was last week, is going to be split into 2 sections. So first we will start with Aqaid, and then after that we will be doing fiqh. In Aqaid, we're looking at Usool ad-Deen today, and in the fiqh lesson, we are going to start with Salah, okay? Before we begin today's session though, I want to quickly revise with you what we did last week. And in our first session, we revised and we looked at the kalma. Can you remember what the kalma is? The kalma is a few lines that we say Hopefully you remember. Yes, some of you are saying you remember. Good. The 5 lines, you remember how many lines there are. Excellent. And hopefully you remember the actions to it as well. So let's say it together. I want you to say it in your houses, and I will say it from my house, and then inshallah you can do it with the actions. Okay. So first of all, we have La ilaha illallah. So there is one God. So we put up one finger to say there is one God. La ilaha illallah. Then we have Muhammad Rasulullah. And that means that Prophet Muhammad was the leader, the messenger of Allah. And so we had, do you remember what sign we had for that? For that one, we had it like a bird. Yeah, because he's a messenger. Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Aliun Waliullah means that Imam Ali alayhi salam is the one who is close to Allah. And for that one, we had our hands, and they were so close, our fingers, to show that Imam Ali alayhi salam is so close to Allah. Okay, excellent. Wasi or Rasulullah, that means Imam Ali alayhi salam is the leader after Prophet Muhammad. So for that one, we show our hands above our head like this, showing the day of Ghadir when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam declared to everybody that was there that Imam Ali alayhi salam is going to be the leader after him. Okay, good. And the last line, the 5th line, وَخَلِيفَتُهُ بِلَا فَصْلٍ, which means Imam Ali alayhi salam is the true Khalifa. And for that one, we put a crown on our heads to show that Imam Ali alayhi salam was the Khalifa now. Okay, he's a true Khalifa. Right, first Khalifa, well done. So that was a revision of our kalma. Now, to make sure you remember it, we are going to do a quick quiz with you. I'm going to do a quick quiz. I have the lines here on the left, and you need to try and match up the English to it. So if I was to say La ilaha illallah, what does that mean? A, B, C, D, or E? So A says Prophet Muhammad, I can't read all of it because I got the box, is the messenger of Allah. Yes, all of you are saying D. Right, good. So let's find out. Are you correct? If I press my button, there is no God but Allah. So you are correct. Well done. Muhammad Rasulullah. Which line do you think matches up with Muhammad Rasulullah? Yes, excellent. I'm getting a mix of answers, but most of you are saying A, and A is correct because it is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger of Allah. Well done. Well done, Hasnain, Ali, Shaista, Hur, Mushtaq, Rifat, you're all getting the right answer. So Gaina, very good. Najma, the right answer there. Excellent. Now, Ali Waliullah. Which line goes with that? What do you think? There are 3 lines there about Imam Ali, but what does Ali Waliullah mean? Okay, so most of you are saying C. Let's have a look. Imam Ali alayhi salam is the one who is close to Allah. So it's E, yeah? The one who is close to Allah. Right, well done. Wasi or Rasulullah is Imam Ali alayhi salam is the leader after the Prophet Muhammad. Okay, Imam Ali alayhi salam, so that is C. Well done, Sadaf and Muhammad. Hira, you are saying C. Iman, can we just do it once? We only need one C. Thank you, very good. Ali, Rifat, excellent. And the last line, وَخَلِفَتُهُ بِالْعَفَسِ, is which one? It is going to match up with which letter? Imam Ali alayhi salam is a true Khalifa, so B. Well done. Well done, Eliza. Well done, Moses. Muntazar. All the names are coming so fast. You're all replying. Excellent. Well done. I can't say all of your names, but I can see that you're all getting it correct. So well done. Hopefully you now know all the lines and the kalma and their translations. Brilliant. So let's move on to today's session. And today's session, we are starting with the Usool ad-Deen. Does anybody know what the Usool ad-Deen is? What does it mean, the Usool ad-Deen? You could maybe write it in the box. 5 roots. Excellent. Okay. In the chat box, Muhammad Shah has told us it is the 5 roots of our religion. And that's very good. And that is correct. Well done. If you remember last week in our 5th session, we started to talk about Furo ad-Deen. And do you remember how many Furo ad-Deen there are? How many Furo ad-Deen did we have last week? 10. Brilliant. Muhammad has remembered. Safa has remembered. Good. Thyra has remembered. Good. Well done. So we had 10 Furo ad-Deen, and they were the branches of our religion of Islam. Okay. Now, Usool ad-Deen, there are 5 of them. Okay. Not 10. There's 5 of them. But these 5 are very, very important. Well done. Rafid has shared with us all 5 of the Usool ad-Deen. These are very, very important, very, very important for us as Muslims. And I'm going to show you, I'm not sure if you can see it properly, but I have made, actually my daughter has made, I haven't made a Usool ad-Deen tree, which you can make in your own time at home. Hopefully you can see it. And at the bottom, we've got the 5 Usool ad-Deen, and these are our roots. Can you tell me in the chat box, what would happen if these roots were to die? What happens to a tree if the roots die? Tell me about a tree. If the roots die, what would happen to the tree? Yeah, the tree dies. Nothing would be able to grow from that tree. Now that's really important. Well done, Elisa. Try it. It dies. Good, Hussein. Brilliant. Now, when a tree dies, when the roots die, the tree can't grow. However, if you have strong roots, then your tree will grow nice and strong. And even if one of your branches maybe branches to a wrong way or breaks, you can grow it again because branches grow again. That's how nature is. But the roots, once they're dead, they're dead. So we have to make sure our roots are very, very strong. Okay, and these are our 5 roots. And this is just what it says here as well, that if the branches of a tree were to be chopped off, the tree would still live and the branches would grow back slowly. But if the roots of the tree were to be chopped off, the tree would die. Okay, so everybody remember that your roots are so important. Okay, 5 of them, 5 roots. Okay, right, let's go into looking at the 5 roots, yeah, and their meanings. So the first one is Allah is one, and it's just like the first line of our kalma, Allah is one. We always have to remember that. Okay. The second line of the Usool ad-Deen, or the second point of our Usool ad-Deen, is adala, and that means Allah is just. Okay, so Allah is always fair. Sometimes we may think that Allah maybe has not been fair to us, maybe because we wanted to buy something and our parents said no, and we think that's very unfair. But Allah has always knows what's best for us, and he always does the right things for us. So maybe he didn't give us that one thing one day, but maybe he'll give us more of something another day. So he is always very just, and we have to be happy in his decision. So the action for remembering Allah is just is a weighing scale. And if you have a weighing scale, it is always at the right level. So if something's heavy on your scale, it will go down, or if it's light, it will go up. But Allah is just, so your weighing scale is equal. Okay, right. Thank you. Okay, if you could stop writing in the chat just now and make sure you're listening. I'm not asking any questions, so make sure you're listening, because if you're typing, then you won't be unable to listen to me at the same time. Okay, thank you. Right, the third Usool ad-Deen is Nubuwah. And if you know, you probably know already, that Allah has sent many, many prophets down to guide us. And do you know how many? It does say on the screen, but maybe you know. If you do know, you can type it in. Yep, Nahur and Sajad, very, very good, well done. Some of you are not sure, that's fine. Sadaf, well done. Sidra, nearly, but not quite right. The correct answer was 124,000 prophets. So that's a really high number, very big amount of prophets that were sent down to us. The first prophet being prophet, do you know? The first prophet was who? Adam. Well done, Safa, I think you're the first one to answer that one. Well done. Prophet Adam alayhi salam is the first one. And his last prophet, the last prophet that was sent down to us is who? Prophet Muhammad, the excellent Sayyid Raza, I think that was, who wrote the answer first. Very good. So you have Prophet Adam at the beginning, number 1, and then 124,000. One was Prophet Muhammad, the last one. Okay, the Nubuwwat. And for Nubuwwat, we put our hands like this to show that you've got an imama or a turban on your head, like an imam, something on your head. Okay, right. Now the next one is imama, and imama is meaning that that Allah sent us how many? 12. Somebody's Olivia, I think. She has written that there were 12 imams. Moses has also written that. Shazan, very good. 12. There were 12 imams, and we spoke about, I'm not sure if we spoke about one of the imams. Yes, well, we spoke about Imam Ali just a few minutes ago. The first imam is Imam Ali alayhi salam, and he is mentioned in the kalma. Yeah, very good. And there were 12. 12, yeah. And the last Usool ad-Deen is Qiyamah. and Qiyamah. Oh, I didn't tell you the action of Imamah. So to remember Imamah, you can just do 10 and 2, which makes 12. Okay. Then the day of Qiyamah. The day of Qiyamah is something we have to believe in, that we all understand that there will be a day when Allah will call us all together and we will be judged on all of our actions. It's called the Day of Judgment. And on that day, like on the scale we were talking about earlier, all of your good deeds hopefully will be way up here, taking away all of your small bad deeds, making sure that you have got a good record for the Day of Judgment, inshallah. For the Day of Judgment, the action is like a trumpet, okay? Because it has been said and it's believed that on the Day of Judgment, Allah will send an angel down to blow a trumpet so that we know that it is the Day of Judgment, okay? So I'll just go through those actions again to remind you. Tawheed, Allah is one, okay? Adala, Allah is just, so it's like this, it's just. Nabuwa, Allah has sent prophets down to us, so we put our hands like this to show that he's given us the imamah that goes on the head, like a turban. And then imamah, that we were sent 12 imams. And then also Qiyamah, which is the Day of Judgment, and we have our trumpet for the Day of Judgment. So try and remember that. Okay. There's a bit of chat going on the side about other things. Can you stop chatting about other things? Otherwise, I'll stop the chat facility, and then I can only switch it on when I ask a question. Thank you. All right, good. Right, Usool. So let's match them up. I would like you to tell me, you'll say in your houses, with the answer to this. What does Tawheed mean? So I'd like you to say it. What does Tawheed mean? Allah is one. Good. Adala, what does Adala mean? Allah is just. Very good. Okay, it might be hard for you to write it down because it's going to take a long time because some of them are a bit longer. You can just say them at home. It doesn't matter as long as you're getting them right. Nabuwa, that means that Allah sent down prophets to guide us, right? Very good, Sidra, you got it there. Imamah, which means that Allah sent down 12 imams, yeah, to guide us, all right? And then Qiyamah, the Day of Qiyamah, there will be a day of judgment, okay? So we all have to remember that. And if we have solid belief and a very strong belief in these 5 things, it will make us very, very strong Muslims. And then our roots are strong, therefore our branches can be strong as well. Okay, very good. Now I have here a quick word search. I am going to switch on the annotation option so you can draw when you find the word. But if anybody else is drawing on the board and doing anything else, I'll have to switch it off, okay? So I'm going to turn it on for a few minutes and I'm going to see, I want you all to see if you can find the words on the board, the screen in front of you, okay? Right, so I've now allowed you to draw on the screen. Can you find the words? Only draw where you find the words, okay? All right, looks like some of you are not doing that, so perhaps I have to stop. Okay, all right, good. Do it properly, otherwise I'll stop the facility, okay? Just have a look for the ones that you can. Very good, we found Imamah. We have found Nabuwa. Which other ones can you find? Yep, we found one along here and one across the side. Okay, now I'm going to stop. Well done to those of you who did it effectively. 1 second. Still sharing? Something's happened to my screen. All right, thank you. Now it's all cleared as well. So some of you did manage to find the words in the correct place. Let's go and show you exactly where they all were. So here we had Idala. Here we had Imamah. Down here you have Nabuwa. And across this way, going backwards, you had Qiyamah. And down here you have Tawheed. Okay, excellent. Well done, everybody. Well done to those of you who did it sensibly on the screen. Thank you very much. Let's move to the next activity. Now, these words, there are some words here and they're mixed up, okay? So I've mixed them up so that we can now choose between them which ones are Usool ad-Deen and which ones are not Usool ad-Deen. So you'll only see a tick when there you see Usool ad-Deen, okay? So let's click on them. Adala, is that an Usool ad-Deen? Yes, it is. Okay, good. Is zakat Usool ad-Deen? Do you think? Some of you are saying yes. Rifat said no. Good. Okay. Zakat is not an Usool ad-Deen. How about imama? Is it Usool ad-Deen? Yes, it is. Well done, Eliza. It is an Usool ad-Deen. Very good. How about salah? Is that an Usool ad-Deen? Is adala an Usool ad-Deen? No. Very good. Well done. How about qiyamah? Is qiyamah an Usool ad-Deen? Yes. Well done, Sayyid Rizvi. Well done, Muntazir Hasnain. Excellent. And how about jihad? Is that an Usool ad-Deen? Jihad, is that an Usool ad-Deen? No, it's not. Well done, Moses, Sayyid, Zara, Naqwi. Good. Okay. How about Nabuwa? Is Nabuwa an Usool ad-Deen? Yes, very good, Muntazir and Shazia Shah. Well done. It is an Usool ad-Deen. How about Hajj? Is Hajj an Usool ad-Deen? What do we think? No. Well done, Alina, Sayyida, Nadia. No, it's not. Well done, Amir. Very good. It is not an Usool ad-Deen. And how about Tawheed? Is Tawheed an Usool ad-Deen? Yes, well done. Well done. Okay, good. It is an Usool ad-Deen. So what do you notice about the ones with the words with a cross next to them? What are all of those? So they were all put in there just to confuse, see if they can confuse you, but it looks like you all know. So you've been very good and not confused. You're too clever for that. That was good. But what are the other words? We looked at them last time. Very good. They are the Furo ad-Deen. Well done. They're some of the Furo ad-Deen. Very good. Well done, Sadaf and Daira. Very good. Okay. Well done. Okay, let's carry on. Now here we need to join a line to the right meaning. Okay. So Tawheed. Which letter does that go to? A, B, C, D, or E? Where does Tawheed go to? I'm just getting my pen. Okay, Tawheed goes to A. Very good. Well done. How about Adala? Does it go to B or somewhere else? Adala. What does Adala mean? Remember the action? Yep. Where does it go? Allah is just. Well done. It goes down to D. Excellent. How about Nabuwa? Which letter does Nabuwa go to? Nabuwa meaning that there were 124,000 prophets, okay? Is it C? Nabuwa is about the prophets. Which letter tells us about the prophets? Well done, E. Now they're very good. I can see that you've done E there. And Iman, very good. How about Imama? Which letter does Imama go to? Imama is about the Imams. B. Well done, Minahil. Is a B. Very good. And Sadaf, very good. Hasnain, yep, B. And then last one left, Qiyamah. Which one does that go to? Qiyamah means the day of judgment. Very good. Okay, so that's all of our Usool ad-Deen linked up. Well done. So hopefully you know the meaning of all of those. Let me switch off my annotation. Okay. Now this is an activity. Let me have to delete my lines there. Okay, this is an activity that I would like you to do over the week. And like I said, hopefully we're setting up a system so that we can see your work. So hopefully we'll be able to get a picture of what you've done. And I'm just going to try and see the picture so I can. Okay. Is my camera going off? Sorry, I'm not sure why the camera went off. Just to show you the tree. Okay, it's come back again. Okay, So if you can see, I don't know why it's coming like that. Okay, this is the tree that my daughter made at home. I think you can make one too. Very easy, it didn't take long. In the middle, she has written Usool ad-Deen, the roots of religion. And all she's got is a toilet roll, actually an empty toilet roll. You can use a kitchen roll. And then she's written at the bottom the 5 Usool ad-Deen to help her remember. Okay, that's an activity that you can do during the week, inshallah. Right, so let's move on. Now I'm going to talk about the first Usool ad-Deen, which is Tawheed. And Tawheed means that Allah is one. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It tells us that we start in the name of Allah. So we should start everything in the name of Allah. And Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim actually contains 2 of the names of Allah. Do you know how many names of Allah there are? How many names do we have for Allah? Can you tell me? How many names? Very good, Sadaf. Well done. 99 names. Mushtaq, good. 99 names of Allah. Okay, good. And Daira, Ali, lots of you are saying 99. So in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, it tells you 2 of the names of Allah out of the 99. So you've got the most, we'll go through those words. You've got Rahman and Raheem. So Rahman means that Allah is kind to everyone. And Raheem means that Allah is especially kind to the good Muslims, so to Muslims. He has given some things that are just used by Muslims, but he has also given everybody, he's kind to everybody, given everybody things, but some things are specific for Muslims. So Ar-Rahman means that Allah is kind and he gives to everybody. Then Al-Rahim means that he's kind, he's especially kind to the good Muslims. So he's especially kind to those who follow the deen, the religion of Islam. Okay, so there's slight difference in the names. So let's have a think about that. Here's a set of pictures, lots of different things. So like you've got a picture of an imam. There's not really a picture of imam, but just like a figure to represent the imam. You've got the Quran, you've got flowers, you've got the clouds. Now, here, some of them are Rahman and some of these items are Raheem. So if I remind you again, Rahman means that it's something for everybody. Everyone can use it, everyone is using it, it's there for the whole world. Now, Raheem means that Allah has been very kind to his Muslims. So these are things that we use as Muslims, okay? All right. So let's have a look at the Imam here. Is he Rahman or Raheem? So hopefully you would say he's Raheem, because the word Raheem means that he has been sent especially for us as Muslims, okay? How about the Quran? Is that Rahman or Raheem? So Eliza is saying Raheem, well done. And Sidra is saying Raheem, good. So the Quran has been sent for all of us as Muslims, and we read it. Hopefully you read it, inshallah you read it at home. Now a flower, is that Rahman or Raheem? So is it just there for everybody or specifically for Muslims? Right, Rahman, excellent, well done. Masura, I think it is. Thank you. It's nice to hear that you love to read the Quran. That's very good. Yeah, the Quran is a very important book. How about the clouds? Have they been sent for everyone's use or just for specifically for Muslims? Right? The clouds are there for everybody in the sky. And the water? Do we think Rahman or Raheem? Yeah, yep. Lots of you are saying Rahman. Very good. And the fruits that we eat? That's Rahman. And how about the sun and the earth and the moon and the planets? What are they? Oh. They are Rahman, good. And how about, so that one is Raheem, because that one is showing you the steps to Jannah. It's an idea of going into heaven, okay? And we also have our Salah, which will be Raheem, because Allah has sent down this special time for Salah, for us to connect with our Lord, to talk to him, and that's specifically for us as Muslims. Okay, well done, very good. Now we have a bit of a story time, so I'm going to read you some boxes. You've got them, you've got the captions, the pictures to go with this. Just telling us about Allah, and Allah being Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, and all of his wonderful names, okay? I'd like you to listen, so no chatting now while I'm reading the story. Listen carefully and look at the pictures. So the first picture here. When you look at a tall building, you know that the people who built it cleverly used materials from the earth. Okay, the next picture shows us something you see a beautiful painting and say mashallah because you admire what the artist has created. Then the next picture shows us also when you see an aeroplane, you know that the people who made it were very, very smart and knew a lot about nature. Okay, and the last picture there shows, however, have you ever been to a farm? When you see all the food that the farmer has grown, you realize how much the farmer knows about how nature works. Right. So there's lots of different things there, and you can see how much people know about different areas around our world. Now, this girl is thinking, who made the earth and everything that is in nature? Allah created the earth, Allah created nature. When we look at the world and everything in it, we realize how wise Allah is and that He knows everything. Look at your body. So everyone just have a look at your body. So look down at your hands and your legs and your body. Look at your body. See how Allah has created it. Isn't Allah a beautiful creator? Imagine if your eyes were on your feet. Would you be able to see without getting hurt? That would be very difficult, wouldn't it? Imagine if your ears were on your legs. Would you be able to hear properly? It would be difficult. So Allah made our eyes, ears, and nose so perfectly, He knows everything. Look at your fingers. So if you were to look at your fingers, why did Allah give them to us? So that we can pick things. Okay, how would you pick things up? How would you write? He gave us these fingers to do good things with. Do you know why Allah gave you different types of teeth? So we have different types of teeth in our mouth. We've got the ones at the front. We've got the molars at the back. You have some sharp teeth on the side. So do you know why Allah gave you different types of teeth? So you can bite with the sharp ones at the front and you can chew with the broad ones at the back of your mouth. Thank you, Allah. And I'm sure you probably know as well that Allah has created even different animals with different types of teeth because of the way they eat. So He is so intelligent, so clever. He didn't give us all just the same type of teeth. He gave animals different teeth. So some of them have very sharp ones right at the front, like fangs. And they're all different. So Allah has created everybody with a purpose. So lastly, the last two pictures we've got here. Do you know why Allah gave us eyebrows? So that when you sweat, the sweat does not go straight into your eyes. So actually these eyebrows that we have here protect us, protect our eyes, which are so important. Eyebrows can make your face more beautiful as well. Can you imagine if you didn't have eyebrows, you would look very different. Allah has made every creature perfect. Ask your mother and father to take you to the zoo one day, or we'll have to wait until we can all go out, but when you can, maybe ask them to take you to the zoo and see all the beautiful creatures that Allah has created. Allah is wise and knows everything. Okay, so we always have to remember that Allah is Tawheed, so we believe in the one Allah and we know that Allah has given us everything. Now, you've been listening to me for a while, so I am going to play a nasheed for you to listen to at Allah. And let me just get the screen up.
Look at the sun, look at the sky, look at the bird, it's flying so high. Look at the stars, shining so bright in the middle of the night. Oh look, there's a shooting star. Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Allah created everything. What about that tree, so beautiful and green? Can you see the wind brushing those leaves? Look at that fish swimming away in a beautiful ocean under the waves. Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Allah created everything. Yellow pink flowers with a buzzing bee. Isn't it amazing how honey comes from bees? Oh look, there's an elephant washing his feet. So many beautiful animals, look and you'll see. Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Allah created everything.
Okay, great. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Maybe if you liked it, you can listen to it again in your own time at home. Let me go back to my screen. Right, so can you tell me, what did Allah create? You can tell me, what has Allah created? Oh, the chat was disabled. Okay, no one can type right now. Okay, so hopefully you'll know that Allah has created everything. Okay, so everything has been created by Allah, right? Everything, very good. Okay, so I think the chat was closed because some of you were chatting about some other things. Can we please only give answers? Otherwise we'll have to close the chat, and that'll be a shame because I like to see your answers coming in so I know you're listening. So only give me the answers on this chat, okay? Thank you. So one other name of Allah, so you learned two. Another name of Allah is Al-Aleem, and that means the all-knowing. Allah knows everything, okay? So he made everything and he knows everything. So we should always remember that. Now you learned three names of Allah today. So if we know three names of Allah and there's 99 names of Allah, how many more do you need to learn? Can you tell me? Who's good at maths? Yeah, okay, good. 96. Well done, Muhammad Shah. You got there in there first. Excellent. You have 96 more names of Allah to learn. And you know that learning all 99 names of Allah gives you so much reward. Allah is so pleased with those people who learn all of his names. So maybe you can set yourself a target or maybe a challenge to learn these names of Allah. It would be really, really good. Maybe you know more than just these three. You might know even more. So that would be really good. And yes, of course, you will be given lots of reward for doing this. So well done. Okay, Al-Qadir is another one. Very good. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a poll, which is like a questionnaire, and you're going to see a screen. Okay, these questions have come up here. You're going to see a screen with questions on them. So let me see if I can find the poll. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's there. Okay, so I can see a poll. Can you all see the poll? There's some questions and you have to choose the correct answer. Okay, if you can't see the poll, then let me know. But the first question says, how many Usool ad-Deen are there? And you have to click on the right answer. Okay, you have to click on the right answer. Don't tell me in the chat. Click on the right answer in the poll. So it should say poll, and there's a little box. You need to answer in there. Okay, can you see it? So you click on the right answer and then the answer will come straight to me. Okay, so once you've done it, it will come straight to me, so I'll be able to see. Okay, good. Well done, Manahil, you finished. And Ali, you're done. Very good. Let's just give a few more minutes or a minute to everyone else to finish. Very good, well done. And now hopefully you've all got the right answers. So I think we'll stop the poll there. And we'll go through the answers together. Okay. Very good. Well done to everyone for doing that poll. And we will now just go through the answers. And it's really good to see how many of you got them correct. So well done. How many Usool ad-Deen are there? And you said 5. Well done. So many of only 1 or 2, I think, didn't say the right answer. So that's very good. I think maybe 1 or 2 of you, because you chose 10, you might have got confused with Furo ad-Deen. Usool ad-Deen is 5. Okay, remember that. Very good. Tawheed means Allah is one. Very good. Well done. Nearly all of you got that. Qiyamah means the day of judgment. Well done. So you got that as well. This one, some of you were a bit confused about. Rahman and Raheem, both of them mean merciful, but I see that it could be also kind and generous. So they're all a bit linked together. So maybe that was a tricky question, but Rahman and Raheem means merciful and giving. So that's good. Well done. And Allah knows some things, everything, and everything. So I'm really happy to see that everybody, 100% of you got that correct. So well done. So somebody said they got one wrong. Don't worry. Hopefully we all learn. Well, we all learn from our mistakes. So if you can learn from that mistake that maybe you made, that would be really good. And actually, I think number 4. I think I'd give all of you a point for that one because I'm thinking about it now. The words are very similar. Okay, very good. Well done, everyone, for that. That's the end of our guide session. And the activities here are this tree. You can make this during the week. And then also, I quite like this. I found this online. So somebody's created a poster about what Allah has created. If you have time, I think it would be very nice if you could do that during the week as well. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, now this is the page. These are the pages from the book. If you have the book, you can complete these pages. Okay. If you miss anything here as I'm talking and you don't note it down or you forget, all of these videos are on YouTube. So you can watch the video again and you can find out from the video. So or if you forget something, you can listen to it again. Okay, thank you. There are a couple of children saying hi to each other. Can we stop doing that, please? Otherwise, we'll need to stop the chat. Thank you. Right, let's move on to our 5th section and we will start to talk about Salah. Now, Salah is the first fluidine, which we looked at last week. So we had 10 fluidines, and the first one of them is Salah. And you can see that here. The first one is Salah. So we are, and it means praying. Yeah, we are going to start talking about praying, but let's just revise quickly what we did last week. So Salah means praying 5 times a day. Okay. Saum, that means fasting. Okay. And Hajj, what does Hajj mean? It means going for pilgrimage to Mecca. Okay. And Zakat, Zakat means giving charity on certain items to the needy Muslims. Okay. Very good. And Khums, what does that mean? Giving away 1/5 of our savings. Okay. Very good. So Sabah Shah has told us 1/5. Well done. You remembered that it was 1/5. These were the first 5. And like we said, there were 10. But in this book, book 2, we focus on the first 5. Okay. And here we have the others, just so that you can remember them. We talked about them in our introduction last week. Okay. I'm going to move on to WUDHU now. Now, WUDHU is what? When do we do WUDHU? If you were doing WUDHU, what do you think you would be going to do? Yes, we're going to read namaz. Okay, good. And there are other times you might do WUDHU. So if you were had gone for Hajj, or you would when you're going to the Kaaba, you would make WUDHU. When you're holding or picking up the Quran, or you're about to recite the Quran, you would make WUDHU to make sure you're clean. So WUDHU is a process that we do in order to make ourselves clean and ready. Okay. In WUDHU, there are 2 parts. There's the mustahab and the wajib part. Okay, so there's 2 parts. Right, I'm not asking any questions now, so if we stop chatting for a minute. Thank you. Mustahab means that you don't have to do it, but it's good to do it. So you get reward if you do it. So there are some actions in our salah, in our WUDHU, that are mustahab, and you don't have to do them, but it's good if you do. Okay, and then we have some wajib actions, which are a must. You have to do them in order for your WUDHU to be counted. Okay, so we have 2 parts, and we're going to go through the steps now. And someone has said must. Yes, well done. So it is a must. Now these are the first 3 things that you would do if you go to make WUDHU, and these are mustahab actions. So that means they are not necessary, but they are good and they will give you reward. Now for this part, I have a helper to come and help me. I'm hoping that you'll be able to see him. And this is, what's his name? I forgot. It's Hassan. Right. So this is Hassan, and he has come to join us today. And he's going to be making WUDHU so that you can see the steps for WUDHU. So the first step, I'm hoping you can see him in the background. some of you know him already. Oh, that's nice. Okay, he's very famous then. That's good. So Mr. Hassan, sorry, is going to be making wudu now. So if he's doing wudu, he's come and he's got water. We need to get water that's running. So it's from a tap or maybe from the river. It needs to be running water, okay? So he'll put his hand under and he's going to wash his hands, okay? So his hands are nice and clean. Now, once he does that, he is going to gargle. So he's going to take some water and clean out his mouth, okay? He's going to take some water, clean his mouth. Right, now, after that, he is going to, sorry, admin, I think if you could stop the chat, please. Because it looks like some people are not talking about what they should be talking about there. Okay, then we would need to clean our noses. So Hassan would need to clean his nose, and it says there 3 times he will clean his nose. All right, these actions, like I said before, are not wajib, they are not a must. However, we do them, it's preferred to do them before our wudu. Now, we have 5 actions which we must do, okay? The first one is to make niyyah, so have an intention. So the intention that you're going to have is, I am doing wudu to get closer to Allah. Qurbatan ilallah. I am going to get closer to Allah. So in your mind, you need to think about this before making your wudu, that you are going to make wudu to get closer to Allah. Then you take the water and you wash your face. Okay, so Hassan is there going to wash his face all the way from the top where your hair begins down to the bottom. Then he is going to do his arms from the elbow, just above the elbow, all the way down to the end of his fingertips. Okay, and again to the other hand, from the elbow all the way down to the fingertips. The next action that you do is to do it on your head, the masa of the head, or the wiping. So you take it from this, from just at the back at your head there, and you bring it forward to where your hair starts. Okay, and then after that, you have to do on your feet. Now I couldn't do that because I couldn't get my feet up, so I'm using Mr. Hassan here. So and then you wipe your feet. Okay, your right foot and then your left foot. So there are 5 steps. I hope you were listening carefully because I'm going to test you in a minute. Let's have a look at this before I test you with Hassan there. I want you to tell me, actually you can't tell me, you're still, no, we disabled chat. So we need to order these, to put them in order. Maybe I will choose somebody actually, so maybe we can get somebody talking. Let me get participant list. Okay, so if I choose your name, I'm going to unmute you and I want you to tell me the answer, okay? Which one, the niyyah, is which action? The first, second, third, fourth, or fifth action? So let me choose somebody from the list and then I'll just unmute their mics and then tell me. Let's have Elisa, are you there? Can you unmute your mic? I can't see your name now. I saw it just a minute ago. Right, there it is. Let me unmute you. Oh, I can't unmute you. Can you unmute yourself, Elisa? No. Elisa, can you unmute yourself or is somebody else unmuted? Hello? No. Okay, let's try someone else. Minahil, can you hear me? Can you unmute your mic and tell us which number action is the niyat? No. Oh, don't know what's happening.
Hello?
Yes. Can you tell me the niyyah, which number action is that? First, second, third, or fourth in your salah, your wudu?
The niyat.
Yes.
I think number 3.
Oh, not quite. Okay, now it looks like Elisa's unmuted. Elisa, can you tell me?
Number 5.
Oh no, the niyat. When do we make our intention?
Number 1. Number 1.
Okay, very good. Okay, only unmute your mics unless if I ask you to, please. Not everyone.
Sorry.
Mics. Thank you. Unmute your mute your mics now, please, everyone.
I don't know how.
Okay, you don't know how? Okay, I think the admin can do that. Oh, now I can do it actually. Let me mute you. Okay. Oh, now I'm going to choose someone else. The second one, the wiping of the head. Actually, tell me which one comes next. So after I've made my niyat, can you tell me what comes next? So let's ask Asia. Asia Batul, I'm unmuting you. Can you tell me, Asia Batul, which comes next after my niyat? What do I do in my wudu?
You wash your hands.
Oh, wash your hands?
No, wait. Oh, wajib. Yeah,
Yeah,
you wash
yeah.
your face. I mean, you wash your face.
You wash your face. Okay, very good. Well done. Thank you. All right. So we have made our niyat and then we've washed our face. What is the next thing to do? So let me unmute. Let's try and get a boy this time. Hur and Sajid. There's like two of you there. Can you tell me what is the next step?
The head one. The face
Yeah,
one.
okay, so we have already washed our face. So we made our niyat and we've washed our face. What's the next one?
The masa for the head.
What do you think that comes next? Have a think about it again. So I've washed my face. What do I need to do next? In the picture, that's what it's showing.
The arms.
Ah, that's right. The arms. Okay, well done. The right arm and then the left arm. Very good. Thank you. And let's have Mariam Patul. Can you tell me the next step? So I've made my niyat. I've washed my face. I've done my arms. What's the next step?
Masa. It's masa.
Right, excellent. And masa of the what? Because masa means to wipe. So what do we need to wipe?
Off your feet. Head. Oh, head.
Head. Yeah,
Head.
first it's head. Very good. Well done. Thank you. And maybe we can ask Muhammad Nakwi. Can you tell us the last step? Oops. So I've wiped my head. What do I need to do now? Maybe he's done unmute. Sajjad, sorry. Sajjad, can you tell me? Oh, I can hear someone, I think. Someone going to tell me the last step? No, okay. Ali, can you tell me what's the last step? I've unmuted your mic. Can you tell me? No? Adnan, Ali, can you tell me?
Masa for your feet.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Masa of the feet. Very good. So those are the 5 steps for our wajib acts. Okay, very good. Well done. Now, this is an activity I was thinking of doing today, but I'm not sure if we will because of time. Well, actually, we can't because of time. You can do this one at home. You have a picture of Mr. WUDHU. It's in your book, or if not, it's in the slide, so you'll be able to see it. You could just draw a person. And on that person, I would like you to label, like they've done in this picture here, the parts of wudu that you need to do. So the mustahib ones, it says to do in one color, and the wajib ones in a different color, okay? And you label them. So I would like you to do that as another piece of work for next week, okay? So you've got here Mr. WUDHU, you can put a face onto him like I did, and you can make sure he does wudu in the right way, okay? What we're going to do now, just for a few minutes, if you can see Hassan here again, yep. He's going to make his wudu, his 5 actions, but he's going to make a mistake. I'll put the actions up for you, and I want you to tell me what mistake has he made, okay? Are you ready? You have to watch him step by step so you know what mistake he's made, okay? So he's come to make wudu, and so of course, first thing he's going to do is make his intention. I am going to do wudu to get closer to Allah. Then he's coming to get water, wash his face. Then he's decided to wash his head. And then he's done his feet, right foot and his left foot. And then he's done his arms. Now he's made a mistake. He's done something wrong. Do you know what he's done wrong? Let's see. Let's see if you know what he's done wrong. The chat is stopped. Is it stopped? Yes, it stopped. Okay. Oh. My screen has gone funny again. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can ask you then. Azra, can you tell me what he did wrong? What did Hassan do wrong? Azra, what step did he do wrong? Can you tell us?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, no problem. Let's see if we can ask someone else. How about Bina Ali? Can you tell us what he did wrong? He did one step wrong.
He wiped his hands after his legs and head, whilst he's supposed to do it before.
That's very good. Well done. That's correct. So he did it in the wrong order. He did his, forgot to do his arms. First he did everything else. He finished and then he did his arms. But that has to be the third action after your niyyah. You're washing your face and then it has to be the next action. Okay, good. All right, well done. We'll do one more. I'm going to do it one more time and I want to see if you can all realize what he did wrong. So he's made his niyyah. He's going to do wudu to make, to get closer to Allah, and he's going to make his wudu. So he's wiping his hand from the elbow down to his fingers, the other hand, elbow down to his fingers. He is going to do his head, and then he's going to wipe his feet. What has he forgotten to do? He's forgotten one step. What has he forgotten to do? Hopefully you can remember. I'm going to move him to a side so I can look at the screen. Okay, no, but no one's written the answer there. Okay, let's see if we can ask somebody, what did he forget to do? Let me go down. Mushtaq Shah, can you tell me what he forgot to do?
And his face.
Yeah, he forgot to do his face. Is that what he forgot? Yeah, as soon as he did his niyyah, he went straight into doing his arms. Okay, thank you very much, Mushtaq, well done. Okay, thank you. Right, we're coming to the end of our lesson today now, only 1 or 2 more minutes, so I'm going to end with the dua, and you can, welcome to leave after that. The activities I've left for you today is the Usool tree that you can make. And then in regards to the wudu, you can draw a picture of Mr. Wudu and explain to me what actions are wajib and what actions are mustahib, okay? So I'm going to now, I like to end the session with the dua. So I'm going to put the dua on and then you are welcome to leave after that, okay?
الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل تمتعوا فيها تبين